I joined Orbis Max in 2022. And prior to that, I've been doing work in and around music, with music, since 1995. As a child, music was my life. My parents would often tell me I learned how to read off of record labels, and when I was even in a playpen, I used to spin 45 RPM records on my toes. I was a weird kid, what can I tell you? But this all comes to the point where music for me is compulsory. I can't not make music. It's just what I do. The unfortunate part is that we have come to a time in our history where human made anything looks to be jeopardized. Even for the past few years, everything has been so algorithm oriented, driven, that a lot of things that people have been doing have already been at the mercy of the machine. And now, because of AI tools and such things, we're looking at a time where AI is going to be making the music, and human made music is going to be potentially its own genre, like rock, pop, country, human made music. And the majority will be AI. Do I look forward to this future? No, not at all. As somebody who has been struggling and trying to make his way in this area and you live on dreams. And I've dreamed for many, many years of being able to make a good career. Not rich, not super famous, just to be recognized as a musician, as a songwriter, as a singer. Um, and now the actual function of the industry is changing to where I might be obsolete. And although I don't want to speak for the rest of my bandmates in Orbis Max, I kind of believe that they would agree with the same premise that, uh, this is a future that we're looking at. It doesn't look good. However, music is compulsory. We make it because we feel we need to make it. We want to, and in some way we need to. So, do I see myself quitting? No. Do I see myself getting anywhere with it? Honestly, no. Um, which is unfortunate. I think that I have a lot to give still. And I'm not at the point where I could say, that's enough. I'm not doing it anymore. I was at that point several years ago, not because of market forces, just because life was so complicated and never ending in terms of what it was throwing at me. But where we stand right now, I think I am not alone. I think a lot of musicians, a lot of creative people are looking at what's coming and saying, does the world even want us? So, what is music creation right now? It is probably, and I know this sounds very negative, but I have to be brutally honest with what I am seeing and how I interpret it. Music is probably going to be an elaborate hobby. I don't see a way where I am suddenly being recognized after all this time, after decades of working at this, that suddenly my non AI music, my human music, as it were, would be would have the kind of energy behind it that people want. Right now, I feel like a lot of audiences just want background music. They want vibes. And an AI program like Suno, that's perfect. You can just put in basic terms as to what you want, and it spits it out, and it sounds like music. And sadly, I think that there is a large audience for that. Um, I don't think the people that listen to our music is that audience. I hope they're not. But even if there is no audience anymore, even if the tools that we have been using to not only make but distribute music, if those stop because it's no longer financially viable anymore, and AI is so subsumed the music industry that um, it's no longer credible to even try that, then I will probably still make music just on my own. The reason why I think people draw and write and paint and make music and act is because we feel like, not just because it's what we're born to do, but also because we feel like we're contributing something to something. Um, we will find out in the future whether that is true or whether we've been deluding ourselves. But for right now, um, speaking for myself, I can't see myself quitting. I enjoy the process too much, even if the process is moving away from human hands to digital tools, digital means, um, which it has been for decades. Let's be honest, we've been handing it over piece by piece, tiny little pieces, for decades now to the machine, and now the machine wants all of it. We should not be shocked. After giving up so much at this point, we should not be shocked that it wants all the rest. And the record labels and the distributors want it to have all the rest so it doesn't have to pay the humans. But I I want to keep going, and I believe I will keep going, even if it is just for my own amusement. Again, I think that the rest of the band, the rest of Orbis Max, feels exactly the same way. Um, but that's where we stand. For right now, we are firmly on the side of human made music. And that's just all I have to say about it.